I'm a traveling spirit, I've seen many shores, from the West Pacific to the island of Kenya. They treat me like a son anywhere I go, and even though no one can tell, I still feel that I'm alone. I'm alone, I'm alone, I'm alone. Leave me stranded, I know how to handle it all on my own. On my own. I have learned that no one else can carry this load. It's a train where I'm the only passenger on board. Oh, there is beauty to enjoy on this road, but even so, I still feel that I'm alone. I'm alone, I'm alone, I'm alone. Leave me stranded, I know how to handle it all on my own. I'm alone, I'm alone, I'm alone. Leave me stranded, I know how to handle it all on my own. On my own.
Hello, everyone out there on internet land. I've just had to stop. I'm about 2/3 of the way to my destination, and it's 39 degrees, and I felt myself just getting hotter and hotter and hotter. I'm really not used to this heat, and I'm struggling a bit with it, to be honest. But not far to go to my destination now, but I thought it'd be a really easy and straightforward journey today, but no. I don't think anything in this country is straightforward. But wow, hot. I knew it was going to be hot. I didn't think it was going to be this hot though. But there we go. But so I'm just hiding from the sun at the moment, cooling down. I took my jacket off and my shirt was wet through at the back, and so I've just had a good old glug of water, and I'm just under a nice big tree, little bit of a breeze. Even the breeze is hot, to be honest. And anyway, I'm almost at my destination, and hopefully there'll be a campsite where I'm going tonight. If not, I'm going to have to get into a hotel. Anyway, from hot Senegal, speak to you later. Bye bye. And hello the internet, and hello my subscriber, and hello to Senegal. Can't get any better than that, can you? A 1 horsepower vehicle. Anyway, hello everybody, and as the only contestant in the Helensburgh to Dakar rally, I'd like to say I made it and I came first. What an accolade. How are you doing? Gosh, I finally made it to Dakar. And I got here on Friday, and what a journey. Wow, what a journey. It started off great, no problem at all. The roads are superb, but 3 things: speed bumps, the heat, and police checkpoints. The speed bumps just catch you unawares, and Senegal must have the world's record for the biggest speed bumps, because these things are huge, and they're all scarred with the sump of many an unsuspecting vehicle. And there's no warning, they just come at you, out of the blue. Sometimes going through villages, little small ones, little humps, no problem. But all of a sudden you get a big one, and it just comes from middle of nowhere. And then the heat. When I left it was 37 degrees, and as I started going south it just got hotter and hotter and hotter. 38, 39, 40 degrees. And when I was in Dakar, 41 degrees. Gosh, I was struggling. And then the police checkpoints. I went through 4 checkpoints on Friday. 3 of them, I don't mind, you know, it's just they pull you in and they look at your document, and you sat there under the sun and you're just melting. And they say, where are you from? You say, going St. Louis, Dakar. Yeah, no problem, give you, and off you go. And the last one, the 4th one, he says, off. They're off over there. So I got off the bike, and I gave him my passport. He just disappeared. So in the end, his wagon was there, so I just sat down next to his wagon in the shade. Then he came back and he was giving me wah 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 wah. And I knew what he was after, but I just ignored him. So eventually, he gave me the passport back, gave me the thumb, and I got on the way, and that was it. But what a journey. I mean, the day started great, but it just got slower and slower and hotter and hotter. But I finally made my way to where this campsite's supposed to be. It's like a hotel with grounds where you can camp in the grounds next to a lake, pink lake, which turned out to be blue. Got to where the hotel was, but it was derelict and unused, so plan B, which meant finding a hotel in Dakar, because there's just no campsites in this part of the world, not around Dakar anyway. So I headed into Dakar. Unfortunately, it was tarmac most of the way. And as you get towards the city itself, it just gets busier and busier and busier. And I knew that it was going to be congested and bad traffic in Dakar, but I just didn't realise how bad. I mean, there's some clear bits you get going, no problem at all, but a lot of tailbacks, and it just comes to a standstill, usually at a junction or a roundabout, because no one likes to give way. Unfortunately, I don't mind filtering. And the strange thing is, it's actually quite easy to do here, because most of the drivers, they will stay at a given path, and if they want to go left or right, they'll start veering slowly, and that's your indication that they're going to move left or right. Indicators don't matter in Senegal, because I think sometimes people put them on just for fun, but sometimes you'll even see hazard lights and they're just driving along quite merrily. But the rule of thumb in Dakar is, if you want to get through the traffic, just follow a moped rider. And there's a few moments my heart was in my mouth because of my wide pan ears, and a couple of times I thought I'd scraped something, but I got through it and I got to the hotel. And it's really strange, because I'm near the port, and you go down this little lane for about a kilometre, and you end up in this little estate which is like an oasis of calm shade, quietness, and it's lovely. And that's where the hotel is. The hotel was £41 for 3 nights. It's en suite. It's very basic, but it does for me. Today's Monday. I got here on Friday, and as soon as I got here, I just dumped my gear on the floor, stripped off, went in the shower, and had a cold shower for about 20 minutes. I was so relieved. And actually, when I got my gear off, I was shaking, and I think I was just dehydrated, the heat, anxious because I just had 30 minutes of sheer minded terror, filtering through traffic, and that was it. And I try and keep myself awake till the latest possible, and then I uploaded a couple of videos, and then I went to bed, and I was out like a light, and I slept all the way through. Saturday, I had a bit of a lie-in, I did my laundry, I had another shower, did some work on the bike, went for a little ride round, and had to come back because I was tired and it was just too hot. Yesterday I did absolutely nothing. It was another hot one yesterday, so I just stayed in my room because it was nice and quiet, just catching up on sleep and doing some more video. Today I've been into Senegal because I had to visit the douane, which is like a vehicle taxation office, and I needed to extend my passavant. Now, most overlanders, they'll use something called a CDP, a carte de passage, which is like a passport for your vehicle. I could have bought one for the bike, which would have cost me £3,500, of which I would have got £3,000 back. And it's like a guarantee that you're not going to sell your vehicle when you're in that country you're visiting. But I could have got one, but I wouldn't have been able to afford to make the trip, so I never got one. So what I've got is a temporary import permit, which is what most people use. And in this country, it's called a passavant. But it only lasted for 5 days, so I had to come to Dakar to renew my passavant. And today, I got my renewal for 15 days. There's a little bit of argy-bargy, but I got there in the end. And I've got my passavant, so I left there. Got to the bike. As soon as I got to the bike, I got surrounded again by people trying to sell me things. Got going, and I wanted to go and visit a place called the Artist Village, but the traffic was just too bad. It was hot because it was starting to get towards lunchtime, and I just wanted to come back to the hotel, which is what I've done because it's nice and cool here. So I thought just before I go into the hotel, I'll do this little bit of video to add on to the main video. Because tomorrow we're off on the road again and I'm heading south. There's a few places I want to visit in Senegal. One of them is an animal sanctuary, hopefully see some exotic animals, and there's a few other bits and pieces I want to visit as well. So I've got 15 days in Senegal. I'm going to give it about 10 days and I'm going to go into the Gambia then just before Christmas, because that's where I'm going to spend Christmas and New Year, and then I'll make a decision where I'm going to next. But yeah, at the moment I'm just enjoying myself, and you know, I really can't believe I made it this far south, because initially I was going to go to Morocco, and then I thought, well, why not go a bit further south? And I started seeing lots more of Morocco, and I went across to the east, went down to the south, and started doing a bit of a zigzag. And then I got down into the Sahara, and I thought, well, let's do Mauritania, and I did Mauritania, and I finally got to Senegal. I honestly never believed I'd get this far, but I did. And I must admit, I'm finding it a bit of a struggle because of the heat, and the nature of the roads with the big bike. But there we go. That's what it is. What it is. So here I am in Senegal. I'm going to go back now. I'm going to lie on the bed under my big fan, cool down for a little while, have some fruit, have a little kip, and then get the bike ready for tomorrow. I'm going to load it up again because tomorrow I'm going to make an early start. I want to get out of the city early so I can escape the crush. Anyway, and again, I just want to say thank you for watching these videos, and thank you for all the messages, and I really didn't expect that many people to watch these videos, because I never started off doing these videos for you lot. I just started doing them for myself and for my family and for my friends, and suddenly these videos have grown legs and started walking, which is amazing. So anyway, here I am in sunny Senegal, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye bye.